Did you hear? Klaus Meine of the Scorpions is falling apart. He had a bad night last night. Apparently at age 80, he doesn't sing quite as good as he did 30 years ago. So according to the jury that is the internet, he is done. Don't people know when to give it up? Hey Klaus, thanks for the 50 plus years of amazing vocals and all that music you wrote, but now, you're too old to do it, so beat it, loser! And when's that new record coming out that I'll never buy? It's a cruel f***ing world out there for singers. For all musicians, but especially for lead singers of classic rock bands. Roger Daltrey? Forget about it. Sammy Hagar? No way. Jagger? He's doing okay right now, but when he turns 83, he is a goner, and I'll be right there to tell him, beat it, loser! Do I sound a bit defensive? Well, as a singer, I take this shit personally. It's tough. It's challenging to do this job. Brian Johnson of AC/DC? That's a tough gig. It was tough in 1980, and goddamn it, it's really tough now. Some would call it torture. Brian Johnson is 77, and amazingly, he's still rocking the stadiums, rocking and rolling with his old sidekick Angus the Crypt Keeper. I don't know if they should retire. Who am I to say? And who are you to say, Mr. Anonymous Internet Troll, the musicologist? Who are you to say who's done and who isn't? Klaus Meine is 80 years old. 80! He's as old as Tutankhamun. His first band played the house party for Amenhotep IV, but he still carries on. If you've seen the latest round of Scorpion shows, he sticks his mic out into the audience and he lets the audience sing the choruses. It's kind of hokey, but I get it. It gives him a small break, a small respite from all those fucking high notes. At least he's not on tracks. Their background vocals are, of course. Everyone's are. I've accepted it, and does it really matter? Not really. Which brings me to the subject at hand. Singers losing their voices. Not only because they're getting older, but because they're just not singing correctly and they're blowing their voices out. I hear it all the time when I play with the local opening bands. The singer comes out sounding great, he's belting out those songs in full voice, but after a few songs, you can hear it. He starts to get a little bit more ragged. His voice starts to get raspier and raspier as the night goes on, until at the very end of the set, he can barely finish. His voice has changed a lot. It's unrecognizable. 40 minutes of singing has ruined him, but you know what? It's okay. He has the luxury of losing his voice. It's just one gig. He can go home and not talk for a few days and then go out and lose his voice all over again the next weekend. He doesn't have to get on a plane like me the next day with no sleep and do the whole 75 minutes perfectly night after night after night. You know, I almost envy the opening band guy because he's doing it for fun. He's still doing it for fun. It takes me back to when I was a kid and playing those backyard parties and Frampton Comes Alive in someone's garage. But getting up at 3 a.m. to jump on an airplane, running through airport terminals to make that connecting flight to your next gig, that's my life, dude. And not just me, it's Robert Mason and it's Brett from Great White and it's Mark Slaughter, it's all of us. We all have our little vocal tricks and our little techniques to get through it. How does Todd sing all those Queensryche songs night after night? Is it black magic? How does the Ripper do it? Discipline, sobriety, maturity, not being a up, recognizing how fragile that little vocal instrument is and how easy it is to lose it. At this level, the professional level, you're not really allowed to lose your voice. It's not allowed. If the Scorpions have to cancel a show because Klaus loses his voice, that could cost hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost revenue. The show can cost people their livelihood. It could bankrupt the promoter. Merch guys, concessionaires, bus drivers, everyone's looking at poor Klaus. Thanks, dude. Thanks, bro. You know, can't you just suck it up and go out there? Come on, just sing the songs an octave lower. No one will know. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane. Yeah, how'd you like that pressure every single night? When a little sniffle turns into a cold, and then all of a sudden, you're totally f***ed. The whole production is totally f***ed. It's all resting on those two little vocal cords, And it's really cool and it's a great job until it isn't. And then you're screwed. And there's no real compassion from your other bandmates, just so you know. They know it's a different instrument, they know it, but they won't acknowledge it. All they know is that nobody's getting paid that night, and it's your fault, singer, especially when you're a professional singer and you make it look easy every night. When you're a professional singer and for whatever reason you can't sing, it's a gigantic mind f***. It makes you feel like you're not infallible, like you're not bulletproof anymore. All those high notes that you can sing over and over and over for some reason are now out of reach, which makes you a loser. Do you see? It's a curse. There are ways to cheat on stage. I see it used by other singers on YouTube. The audience really doesn't see it, but I do because I've done it. There's actually a way to sing balls to the wall without really putting your balls to the wall. There are little vocal tricks, little falsetto tricks that singers use to get through the night singing. Get through the night without letting the audience know that anything's wrong. It also helps a lot to wear in-ear monitors because in-ear monitors give you complete control over your vocal environment. When your voice is not 100%, you have the ability to pull back on a high note or cheat on a high note. Anything to get through the set. 75 minutes, 90 minutes, that's a long time when you're out there struggling and all eyes are on you. And obviously, with most rock bands, the most recognizable songs are at the very end. In my case, Come On Feel the Noise and Mental Health, both not easy. At times like this, you have to measure just how much voice that you use for that 60 minutes before the hits come, and then you have to make sure you have enough gas in your gas tank to belt out the hits. Because up come the phones to record every ghastly mistake. So you better be ready. And all the comments that follow a bad night, it sucks. It can make you want to curl up into a ball because those YouTubes are forever. It's like being a gladiator sometimes. It's no quarter, man. So how can you avoid this nightmare? Okay, so you're the lead singer of a famous rock band and you've got an arena show that night, but you've just woken up that morning and your voice is gone. You can't speak. You don't understand. I mean, what did you do? You woke up in your bunk and you can't talk. Your voice is gone, just gone. No explanation. So you get up, grab some coffee, you're sitting there in the front lounge of your tour bus, you start to contemplate a myriad of what ifs. You know, what happened? You were on fire last night, you were totally fine, and now this. Well, don't panic. And do not start panicking your bandmates. In fact, don't even tell them. Don't tell them, because if they know that you're somehow f***ed, it'll only make it worse. You'll have the eye of Sauron staring at you all day. You know, vibe ruiner, gig ruiner, gig ruiner. Don't say anything, because you know why? It's still just the morning, which means there's still f***ing hope. There's still time to save the gig. And drink your coffee and go take a walk. Get off the bus and take a walk. Walking actually helps you open up your throat. It's a body energizer. You know, when you feel the time is right, you start to hum. That's right. Start with a low hum. Like that. Humming is a start. If you can't hum, then you're in a whole different world of being f***ed. But if you can hum, then there's hope. You know, come on, dude, hum like your life depends on it. You have all day to fix this. That's how you have to think about it. You have hours of time to get your voice back. So what you need to do over the course of the day is you have to reopen your throat little by little. You need to open up your throat and hopefully get your singing voice back. Now, a way to do it is to start with the la la la's. And let me explain. La 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 la, la 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 la, 1 3 5, la 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 la, la 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 la, and then you modulate up, la 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 la, la 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 la, like that. what you're doing, you're slowly relaxing your vocal cords and you're letting your vocal cords resonate. You're doing both. You're relaxing them and you're strengthening them. See, before you can belt out those high notes in full voice, you have to get your foundation back. So you do the goofy la la las like that, and it opens up your throat little by little by little. But you can't overdo it, dude. Because you're in panic mode, what you want to do is you want your voice back now, immediately. But you can't do it like that. You have to do it over time. Do your la la las and warm up for 2 minutes, then rest. And then an hour later, do it again for 3 or 4 minutes, little by little by little, and you're opening up. Don't panic, because if you start overdoing it, your throat will open up prematurely, and then when you stop singing, it'll close up again. It's weird. I can't explain it. You have to have the presence of mind to not overdo it in your zeal to be normal again, in your panic. I need to get my voice back. I need to get my voice back. But you'll only screw yourself by thinking that way. You have to do just enough over the course of time to repair your throat for singing in 8 hours' time. Okay, the gig is at 9 o'clock, and you've been carefully and diligently exercising and opening up your throat all day. Your voice is much better now. It's much better than it was. Remember, you couldn't even talk this morning. So you're not 100%, but that doesn't matter. What matters is you get through the gig. That's all that matters, man. Tomorrow's another day, probably another gig, if truth be told. So don't worry about that. Just worry about the next couple of hours. That's all you have power over. And you have to have a positive attitude about it. Don't play the victim. Don't bitch at your band guys. You guys don't understand, man. You're not singers, man. Shut up. It doesn't matter. F you. Shut up and sing. Quit being a biatch. You're not going to cancel. That's not an option. You're going to get paid. Your band is going to get paid. You're not going to f it up. And believe it or not, your voice will respond. It will. You know your voice and you know yourself, so you can gauge where you are sort of on the singer's Richter scale, if you will. Can I sing Come Together by the Beatles? These are songs I sing every day when I'm warming up. Can I sing Oh Darlin' by the Beatles? If I can sing Oh Darlin', then I know I'm good to go. Open up your throat, get it prepared to start singing, drink hot liquids, do cough drops, chew gum, anything you need to keep your throat moist. And stay active, man. Don't just lay on the couch all day, because you're wasting time. You have to stay active by warming up. Think of it as exercise. Walk a little, warm up, then rest. Walk, warm up, and rest. It sounds like torture, and it does suck, but it really works. Trust your old pal Jizzo. It's all on you, man. The success or complete failure of that night's gig is on you, because you can't reach out to anyone else to help you. No one else can help you. You can only help yourself. Okay, sound check. A lot of singers don't do sound check. They can't be bothered, and I really never understood that, Ego, maybe? Too cool for school, maybe? Sound check is important because you want to know the layout of the gig before the gig, because the singer is the quarterback of the gig. You want to see the stage. You want to make sure the sound is okay. You want to make sure your in-ears are okay. You want to know all these things because you don't want to go out there cold. But this is a different situation. If you're having vocal issues, sound check might ruin you for the gig. You might not be opened up enough yet to deliver full vocals. So maybe you need to skip sound check, and that's totally fine. You tell the guys you're feeling a little bit under the weather and you're going to skip sound check. You don't have to signal to anyone how totally f***ed up you are. Just casually pass on the sound check. You know what? Skip it. Save your strength. It's almost gig time. So go somewhere and start practicing hitting a few high notes. Hit a few of your usual high notes and see where you are. If you can go, hey, you kind of know where you are as far as gigging. If you can do that, then it gives you the confidence, because you need your confidence. The minute you go up there on stage, you have to exude complete confidence. You know what I mean? You can't show the audience any weakness. Can you cheat sing on the first few songs? Of course you can. You can even half sing them if you want. If you half sing the first couple of songs and you get through them, and you feel you're not damaging yourself, it can actually help you in the long run because your throat will start to naturally open up. It'll get a little easier to sing the gig over time, and whatever inconsistencies you have at the beginning of the set will probably be covered up by the loud noise of the band, so you're in it and you're cool. So you feel better now. 3-4 songs in, you start to feel better now, and your confidence has returned. Even at 80%, you're professional and you're gonna get through it. As singers get older, we start to lose our natural ability to hit all the high notes. It's just a fact of life. Songs that we would have skated through 20 years ago are now more difficult. Yeah, we're old and it sucks. A 90-year-old Segovia can still play the guitar as brilliantly as he ever did, but a 90-year-old Klaus Meine can't. The supreme bummer is that all my rock star idols are now getting older, and they're all starting to struggle. Baba O'Reilly, Love Reign O'er Me. How can Roger Daltrey sing those songs like he did at the age of 80? Truth is, he can't. No one can. But he tries. He's cool. He tries and he fails and he tries again, but he fucking tries. That's the point. Never give up. And singers have good nights and bad nights. That's just the way it is, man. It's showbiz. Only in 2025, consider that every time you step up on stage, you're being recorded. Every misstep, every questionable note, every missed high note, it's crazy. It's stressful. It's stressful at the professional level, very stressful. But the moral of this tattered tale is enjoy the music while it lasts, man. While we last. The troubadours, the misfits. And as for the trolls, give it up, let it go. I'm so glad I saw them in the 80s. Yeah, me too, dude. I saw The Who with Keith Moon, and I saw him with Kenny Jones, and I'm so happy that Roger and Pete are still alive and doing it, and that I can still do it. I'm blessed. Tick tock, tick talk for our brand of rock. Appreciate it while you can before AI takes it all away, because it's happening now. Pretty soon, there'll be Jizzo deepfakes and Queensryche deepfakes, and you'll think it's real because it looks so good. Well, maybe it is. Actually, maybe it's real, and we are just the simulations. Wrap your little fucking brains around that. It's your old pal Jizzo, rockin' and rollin'. We'll see you next time.